What's up, Quality Reps? Today we're going to be going over the wrist mobility circuit from Boxing Mobility by Quality Reps. So the first thing we're going to do is wrist circles, 10 in each direction. Big range of motion here. So we're really working on that range of motion, actually getting 360 degrees in that joint there. 10 on each side, so switch directions. Really opening up that ligament. So in between every mobility exercise, we're going to do a 10-second squeeze. So we're just squeezing our hands as tight as we can for 10 seconds. Almost there. Tight, 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 and release. So the next thing that we're going to do, the first real mobility exercise here, is called the wrist pump. So we're going to do 50 reps. Basically, you can get into your prayer position to start. Separate your hands slightly and then make a fist with your knuckles pointing to the ceiling. Open it up, make a fist again, and that's 1 rep. All right, so we're going for 50 reps here with the wrist pump. It's a really great way to gently strengthen the wrist if you are moving between, physiotherapy or an injury, and you want to start strengthening again, you're cleared to do strength work. This is a great way to start, and it's also just good for general mobility. A lot of people, it's tough for them to do 50 reps or even like 25, so it's a really good way to create awareness of the wrist as well. All right, so that's me doing 50 right into the punch squeeze. 10 seconds. Maximal punch squeeze as tight as you can. All right, so next we're going to assume a cat-cow position. So you can either do this with a rounded back or a neutral spine. And what we're going to do is basically just go through this circuit. So I do this a lot. Basically, I'm just going to massage my wrists. My palms are on the ground. My weight is over, like my shoulders are over my wrists. And then I'm just going to go around and around in a circle. We're going to do 10 reps on each side. Or actually, I think I just did 5. Because we're going to do a couple different variations here. So we'll stick to 5. 10 is good as well. If you have time to do 10, I would definitely recommend that. So this has quite a few different levels to it. So level 1 is palms down, fingers pointing away from you. Level 2 would be palms down, fingers pointing towards you. So that's going to offer a much deeper stretch. And then level 3 and 4 would be knuckles on the ground, fingers pointing away from you. And then the hardest level is knuckles on the ground, fingers pointing towards you. And so we're going to do 5 to 10 circles on each level in each direction, right? So level 1, 5 to 10 in one direction, 5 to 10 in the other one. Level 2, 5 to 10 in one direction, 5 to 10 in the other direction. And you guys can go and do every level here, like, 5 to 10 in each direction for level 1, for level 2, for level 3, and level 4. Or you can just stick to whatever level you feel comfortable with. Like, that's totally fine. I'm just going to go, I think, all the way to level 4 here. But yeah, this is a great way to, just massage, self-massage, self-love, right? Just massaging that joint. And I like this because we can progress through the levels, right? The higher levels offer more mobility, right? Like it's just it's a more difficult stretch, right? It's just a deeper, more intense stretch. So I like this one a lot for that reason, where we can progress people to the higher levels. And then right away, when we're done with our final level, we're going to go right back into that punch squeeze, 10 to 15 seconds in between each and every set. Next up is going to be our lateral flexion. So you can use a table or you can just use your other arm, and we're just going to be going up and down for 10 to 15 reps here. Just thinking about creating more awareness in that specific range of motion in that joint, where, you know, we have a lot of degrees of motion with the wrist, but we're just focusing on that lateral movement here. So I'm doing 2 sets here, 2 sets of 10 on each side. Feel free to just do one longer set or however you want to break it up. And as always, we're going to superset with the punch squeeze. 10 seconds, as tight as you can get it. Nice, that was an extra long one there for me. Alright, so now we're going to do a very similar one to the last one we did, but instead of going laterally, we're just doing our supination and pronation. So making sure to get a nice stretch in both directions. You can hold it, you can go dynamic with it, just making sure that you're holding that stretch long enough to feel that joint opening up just a little bit, right? You're getting a little bit deeper into the stretch, it's not just passive. I think I'm doing like 5 to 10 reps, right, in each direction. So just making sure that you're, like I said, getting that stretch. It's not just, you're not just letting your hands hang, you're actually working the muscles into supination, into pronation, and improving your mobility. As always, supersetting with the punch squeeze. Exercise that we're going to do in the mobility circuit here, I just call it the gymnast stretch. So basically we're going to take the long fingers of the hand, use the other hand to peel it back, and you have a extended elbow, so your elbow's kind of locked out here. That's going to give you the best stretch. So this was something that I was taught to me by, I call it the gymnast stretch because the gymnast taught it to me, but basically he said that they use this in between their sets to basically like boost recovery so they can keep going. Because, you know, gymnasts will train, you know, on the bar or whatever, you know, they might be there for like 3, 4, 5 hours. So they use this in between their sets to boost recovery. So you can hold this for 10 to 30 seconds in between your sets on your pull days or even on your push days to just loosen those muscles up. Because, you know, like, you know, I don't know if you guys have ever gone climbing or something like this, but your forearms are really the first thing to go, right? And when you're doing pull-ups or rows, right, your wrists will always fail before your back does. And now, as important as back training is for boxing, the wrist is extremely important. I won't say it's more or less important, but it is very important. So as much as, you know, for like a bodybuilder or a strength athlete, they like to use straps or hooks, I would definitely not recommend that for a boxer because you do want to get that wrist volume. So this is a good way to get a little bit more out of your back days. Anyways, much love to you guys. Peace, blessings, love, love, love. There's going to be a lot more mobility videos on the channel, strength and conditioning for boxing, mobility for boxing. Check it out. It's all solid content. I made it just for you, just for you. So take care of yourself. Peace. And I'll see you in the next video, y'all. Peace.